Yes, that is correct.
So essentially, in the event of our untimely demise, something dropped to the base of the
Then you have to haul it back to a shrine, and the shrine can resurrect you.
if somebody in the group has to survive. So it works just like in one of those.
Yeah, pretty much exactly.
Otherwise, we end up the way from last week too. So moral of the story is, when we encounter ancient dragons, somebody has to stand outside and blast them.
Alrighty, so you guys are in these worked tunnels deep under the wormwood, and you found this shrine, and there's a weird dragon egg in this pool of water, and a portal here that leads you know not where, and it isn't the nice. Yeah,
What's the weird portal? There's a dragon egg in the water?
yeah. You found all the footprints at all over the places you were coming in, and there's a an a hatched dragon egg with no dragon in it.
So an eggshell.
Yes. The remains of the egg after the contents have vanished.
That is empty. Okay. And it's sitting in the water?
Yep.
Didn't know that at all. Thanks.
Yeah, the water's kind of it's not like clear blue pristine water, it's like weird and goopy.
Okay.
Like someone poured a bucket of slime in here.
What's inside? No, we got a little dragon egg probably still there. We've got this portal, which is basically, which could be where this, what stillness came out of. We kept falling through that. I don't know. Do we want to consciously not bring him with, or do we just forget about him?
He didn't come.
Okay. Do we want to leave, report back, kind of get prepared to come back, or because this is what is this I forget acid?
You have no idea.
But the footprints are like melted into the yeah, there was that into the ground. So there's something going on there. Because we talked about like the alien movies. Yeah. So should we just kind of just shag ass out and that, or I would recommend we definitely leave the immediate scene. We don't know what's going to come in here. Well, hold on. So the mama dragon is not here, clearly. Am I the only one who thinks it would be cool as heck to have a baby dragon in Untitled? Of course, I think I was more enthusiastic about the chicken-legged duck than most of the rest of the party.
As much as I like the idea of the dragon, on personal basis, dragon. And second of all, how did a dragon egg get here? Why is it in the water? And what sat on it to keep it warm, to incubate, to hatch?
Can we see steam coming off of the goop in the...
No, it's just slime.
I'll hold my hand 6 inches above the slime. Is it warm?
It's not hot to the touch. It's like lukewarm.
Do we actually know that dragon egg?
Your hand very rapidly turns red when you are in contact with the slime. It's kind of gross and not good for your skin.
Okay.
That's an assumption.
Yeah.
You could roll an Arcanum check to figure out if you know the facts about how dragons are born.
Good call. You said there was kind of melted footprints into the stone.
What do you know about dragons being born?
Yes, there were large, heavy dragon footprints, and they were slightly incised into the stone as if some acid had eaten the stone away.
And as far as we know, that looks like a adult. It's not
You want to roll?
I don't know much about that.
It's actually not too bad of a roll. Um,
17 for the baby of the zoo. We have no idea at all where they got size.
you know that they get bigger as they age. Supposedly, you know that the great worms are supposed to be so big that, you know, their spines form mountain ranges.
So we can kind of see that, although, as soon as our dogs get this world, we know some are big, some are small. An adult Chihuahua is probably not bigger than a puppy. You've been seeing these footprints.
Mostly they're concentrated kind of around the pool and in the middle rooms. They don't really go into the side rooms much.
This is not.
No, this is not the wilderness. It looks like the dragon was kind of denned up in here for a substantial amount of time. There's lots of layers of tracks that go back and forth over each other. And it looks like it was in and out of the pool a lot. But it doesn't look like it ever actually went up, like, into the caverns. It pretty much just stayed down in here for a while. Oh, that's gross. Thanks.
What else is he gonna do?
Sounds like perfect ingredients for some motion. So I think it probably left by going through the portal, is what I think. So what's the diameter of the tunnel?
It's big. It's probably about 15 to 20 feet across.
Anybody have any empty vials or bottles?
I have empty vials.
You sell just about anything for a profit. Natural male enhancement. Our new dragon piss formula.
It does not look like it did. No. It didn't go up into the caverns.
So it didn't get down the door or something.
Right, but it didn't come down the same hole we did.
Man, how do we do
Yeah, you could probably do something with that. You know,
Fortunately, all we have is the soul.
yeah. All right, how
by the sun all the time?
do how far away, like if I stand here, can I pretty much search the whole circular area that I'm in? Secret doors, or do I have to be closer?
You can search. It's more it's not like a radius thing. It's more just how much time do you spend searching.
You're gonna have to go inch by inch with the truth.
How long do you guys want standing here? Okay,
Actually, not very long because I think the portal's pretty obvious.
Can I retroactively say that while other people I search for secrets?
Yeah, that's fine. I would assume that you'd be pretty bored while it was all going on anyway, so that's fine.
So I did that during that time, and did I find it?
Go ahead and roll perception. Let's see here.
Okay.
Alright, so I think we're safe to assume it went through this portal. So
Yeah.
I vote that if we want to go through the portal, we get a little bit more prepared.
How?
Well, I want to get
We just rested.
something to protect ourselves from acid attack.
Would like
Is the portal-
the detect magic or anything like tell us where the portal might go? Or?
No.
And that was going to be one of the things kind of along our thoughts, do I detect any magic in this room other than
Yes, the walls are inscribed with magical runes. It's like the ones that you saw on the stones in Stillness's web thing. Trying to get this ready in case they go crazy and just.
I don't know where this portal goes. We have no idea what it's like. Does anybody, how do you guys feel about sticking the,
Paladin through.
not a full paladin,
Oh.
pull it out, or if because if you stick the sword halfway through and then you pull it out and you only have half a sword, we know we definitely don't want to stick our heads through there unless we're going all the way.
Okay,
And
so
we wanted-
I just realized I've
just
been
another
streaming
thought. We
without
keep
my
talking about going
party
through this
sound
portal.
off.
We have no idea where it goes.
Oops.
And oh yeah, we left 16 soulstones back at the castle.
We don't even know whether it's one way or two way.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. First, if we are gonna mess with it, I want to stick something else in first, and then pull that back out to see if we can make it two ways. So we could take a rock and tie it to the end of a rope, throw
There
that
you go.
through, and then pull it back, and see if that works.
'That'll at least tell us whether they've closed the iris on the other side. if you get that reference.
If you guys now,
Mhm.
for me, I'm perfectly fine with leaving it alone for now and coming back. But that's just an option.
Um,
I'm
I,
more of a
I'm
I'm more of a fan too of probably leaving it alone for now, and because the one thing is we don't really have, like, if we need to run, we got all sorts of shit between us and the exit.
what was the so the diameter on the portal is 15 to 20 feet?
Yes.
What was the diameter on the hole we came down?
It was fairly large. So it
So we can't count on that as a bottleneck in case uh, something comes through the portal after us.
no, the caves are fairly open.
Okay, I concur with Harold. Even tossing a rope through, if there's something sitting there on the other side, I don't really want anything coming through to investigate.
Right.
So let's come back to this after we've resolved the 17 unattuned soulstones. But I would like to come back to it.
Well, I was thinking just go back to some of the other shit, like, there was all those supplies that were sitting in that one cabinet that had weird stuff in it, and there were all the little oozes around there. I mean, if we're dealing anything with acid, maybe someone was living there harvesting stuff. We might find clues. I mean, we totally skipped over that shit.
Yeah. So on our way
yeah.
out, we'll check everything on our way out, and we'll clear out. I think we should clear out just about anything that we can.
Yeah, because I'm sure Chomner will agree that he's done his job. He probably just wanted to get the heck out so we can escort him out and just clear shit on the way.
What is Chumner's input to all this? Does he have any?
He is planning on, if you guys go through the portal, he's planning on staying here and waiting for you to come back. And if you don't come back within a reasonable amount of time, he is just going to head back to the fortress by himself.
Okay.
How about there's got to be people higher up in the guild that can give us information regarding dragons and what we might, be facing if we're going after this thing, and what we might need as well. So I think going back, and I would think that they would want to get it taken care of, because if there's, dragons, growing up here, it needs to be dealt with eventually.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think just taking the story back to what was the garrison commander's name?
Tolman?
Bowman.
Thom. I think just taking the story back to Thom would be helpful.
All right, let's go.
Okay, do we want to head straight out, or do we want to try and clean things out on the way?
I would like to try and clean things out and see if there's, anything that belongs to me that fell here at an earlier time.
Okay. Continuing on left wall on the way out, form of, let's see, so giant bat would be small, so I'm down to 83. No, we've said regular bat, right? So that's 84. 82. Okay.
So you're all heading back?
For now,
That's apparently the story.
following the left wall on the way out. Using blind sense. Whoops. Something just happened.
Well, apparently everything was uneventful coming out of
Did
that
everybody else
level.
just get a black screen?
Yep.
You gotta go all the way to the top right.
We're up into the next level, or at least I am.
Okay, I see what's going on.
Okay, so hold on.
And please don't move your characters around just because you can, because
Okay. It is my intent to continue to follow the left wall.
Well, does someone want to like cast light or something?
Hang on just for a second. I'm trying to figure something out. And all that I see is my character. I don't see where you guys are.
All I
yeah,
see is
it's
my
like
character
you're
as
on a
well.
different layer from everyone else. There we go.
I'm showing myself right now in the cavern prior to
At
what
the
we
top
were
of the
just
hole.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm showing me too.
Yeah, that's where you should all be.
But I'm not seeing anybody else here near me.
And I don't see anybody else near me either.
I'm
Neither
seeing
do
all
I.
you guys.
I
You
don't
say
know. We
you do
might
see
all
us
be
all?
stacked up on the same dot. Because I do
No,
see like a double.
No, I
green
checked.
we're all. I see Lucha, Crash, Golwyn, me, Elendal, and Chomner all on one layer. So there's something different about how I came through versus how you guys came through.
Apparently. So you're the top right of the map in, the
Correct. In the room with the hole we came down.
the room that kind of looks like Africa.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're together, and that's what really matters. I don't need to see you. I just need to feel you in my heart.
That's not what she said.
Okay, Jenny, are you ready for us to proceed along the left wall, or are we figuring out the roll 20?
Yeah, I'm not sure why you can't see each other. I mean, it's just behaving weirdly.
So you do not want us to move our own characters, correct?
No, I mean you can move, but just don't move around a lot because you're bored. Because that every time you move, it has to update the dynamic lighting, which puts load on the server, and things have to, push out.
Okay.
And...
Okay, can you move me? Remember how I made this tunnel as a giant badger? I assume that's still there, right?
Yes.
I'm going to avoid the collapsible room and go down my own tunnel to continue exploring the.
Okay. Let me move everybody.
Can I just use? There we go. Thank you.
Okay, well, I just saw my character move over.
And I moved as well.
So, following left wall. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're going to that.
Remembering.
There's a dead end with what
So I'm
looks like
heading south. As a
Can we
bat.
all agree now that even though we can't see each other, we would be able to in the game? So we are staying relatively close together, so that if something comes up, we can Jenny can move us there.
Yeah, come south with me. I don't see you guys. I think I left you behind. There we go. There's Golwyn.
Am I past you?
Yeah, you just passed me.
I'm just gonna say that I'm with you, but a little bit behind.
Yeah, I'm not going to move until, and I'm saying that I'm with you as well.
Okay, why don't I
Yeah.
continue to
I can't think.
blind sense the whole cave until I come across something significant. Jenny, is this something significant I've just come across? You see where I am?
This looks like a bunch of abandoned gear. Like there might have been a camp here previously.
Well, let's move the whole party here and search the place.
Yeah, because I have no idea where you are.
So we'll stop here, gather, and search the place for Elendal's belongings.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, that wasn't very good.
So, am I to assume you guys are?
We are, I believe, we're almost straight south of the Badger-created tunnel up north.
Okay. Yeah, I can start. I see the map showing more and more. I also do not see my dynamic lighting.
May just be loading slow for you. That's happened to me before.
So you know what? I'm gonna drop out of Roll20 and come back in, see if I can
Get it to work by rebooting it.
get it to work. Yep.
And if that works for him, then I'm going to do the same.
And there everybody is. Yep, that worked.
All right. I'm going to get out and get back in then, too.
Well, that's good to know. What is that you're doing, Lucha?
He's using the measuring thing.
That I was wondering what that is. Also, it says is snap to center, snap to corner, no snapping, show to others. So I didn't know what it, because it doesn't really tell you what it is.
Yep, it's measurements.
Okay, so I will search the room with blind sense. Do I find anything intriguing or unusual?
No, it looks like just, camping stuff that was left behind. Most of it's empty containers or things apparently that people didn't think were worth the effort of carrying out of here.
Okay.
So I'm going to do like a slow look around the room, casting detect magic. Do I detect anything?
No.
Oh, and we
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, so do we want to go to whatever is there towards the, what is
We're
that? That'd be the
doing
northeast?
left wall. So going to the east northeast.
Okay, we've searched all the boxes and or whatnots.
Yeah, another dead end cave with nothing. So that looks like a chest on the wall. Is it?
Beds.
No, it's just an empty box.
Oh.
Nobody has
Okay, so
searched,
nothing
although they looked
interesting in that room?
around. Yeah, it doesn't really look like there's anything of particular value left behind.
I'm willing to search.
Elendal, would you like to formally search for your belongings?
Yes.
I'll hold up and wait for you.
The dog is rolling his food bowl down the hallway.
For some reason, the search for your belongings thing made me remember in middle school when I lost my jacket, and then it was found in one of the toilets in one of the boys' bathrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all a bunch of dusty junk. Most of it has dry rot. It really just looks like this is what's left over of stuff that people didn't want to hump out of here.
What
Huh.
clear these like
Same
ladder
thing in this
things-
room with all the ladders.
Yep. This looks
Oh,
like
not
it
been
was
used.
they
Huh.
they used it for
Okay.
climbing and or training stuff.
Okay, then
okay.
heading out of there and coming south.
Might it be handy to take a ladder?
Well, if they're dry
There,
rot,
Welcome to
yeah,
carry
there's
it.
the wood does not look solid. It's quite old.
Okay.
The bindings or lashings are rotten. It would probably just splinter to dust if you put any weight on it.
I'm at the next intersection, which is south, continuing south on the left wall. And I'm now seeing giant giant things of green jello off to the east. Irregular green jello.
It's
Um,
taking it a while to update, so give it a few seconds here.
I'm gonna hold up because I don't want to tackle irregular green jello all by myself. Do you guys see me?
You're still,
I followed
I-
the left wall.
I
the
show
camp,
you
right?
above me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting your connection to the server has been interrupted.
That'd explain it.
For crying out loud.
I can now see the pools of green jello you were talking about.
Okay.
All I hear is Adam playing with the dog.
If I told you how I feel.
I'm sorry?
I think he's possessed or trying out for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, well, you know. I am not surprised by that.
that's right. We lost part of this map.
Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff uncovered.
Yeah,
And then,
wood. The kind of the entrance. Okay, now I see everybody. Does it see me? That's hilarious. And that when the server reconnected, I got back all my spell points. It was at 82.
I do not see you now.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to advance slowly to blind sense the room with the jello.
It's not Joe.
Let me know if anything.
Well, it's not
Let
pudding.
me know if any of the pods you. What are
this
they?
This is the poop room.
This room should actually be lit, but it's misbehaving.
What are the giant green things?
They are what
It
appear-
is on my
Oh,
appear to be what?
they appear to be trees that are made out of solid emerald, and they glow brightly.
Huh.
So these would be the crystal
I-
trees that the journal entry mentioned.
never heard
Then
of.
probably
Yeah, quite possibly.
just beyond which was the thing that almost killed whoever
What?
kept the journal.
Okay, what journal are you talking about? I'm completely whiffing on.
Last
Whatever it is
last
you're referencing.
session, like just before we found the opening or whatever, we found like a residence that someone had been living in, and they had kept a journal, and in it they mentioned finding something I think just beyond the crystal trees that nearly killed them.
Oh, I'm glad you remembered that. Did the journal say just beyond the crystal trees north or south?
Did not say. It's the kind of note you leave for yourself, not for
Okay.
other people.
All right. So, as an elf,
Advancing into the crystal tree room.
yeah, you go first. You do your thing.
Yeah, as you approach, you realize that the
I'm
trees
doing my
are
best.
making a very faint chiming noise, and they flex slightly in no wind that you can sense.
Huh. I'm gonna wait for Ellen. Sorry, Lucha. Would you mind doing a detect magic?
Mm-hmm. So I'll move up to here and do a detect magic.
You are not detecting any magic. Whatever these are, they don't appear to be magical.
I will land. I will land in this tree and wait for the rest of the party.
Which tree?
The tree I'm in, if it's 3 in from the entrance, straight east.
Okay. You go in, you land on a branch, and it breaks instantly under your weight. And there's a horrible
Of a bat?
thunderous. Yes. There's a horrible thunderous boom as the entire tree explodes into fragments, and I need you to make a reflex save and a fortitude save.
A reflex save and a what?
And a fortitude save.
Good lord. Okay. At least I'm wild shaped. So reflex save will be 10. Fort save will be 9. So reflex save.
Yeah, you realize that although it looked opaque, this entire thing is actually incredibly fragile, thin layer of hollow crystal.
Huh. Okay.
And once it explodes, does it disappear type thing? Like just
Well, there's
crumble
lots
sugar?
of tiny. It exploded like a sugar sculpture, so there's lots of little crumbly bits. So you take.
So there's reflex
5
and fort.
damage.
So it was reflex save for half.
Yep, and then you take 10 thunder damage from the noise.
Good
As
lord.
The tree
Okay.
is horrendously resonant.
I will heal myself. 2 spell points. Oh wait, that was a total of 15.
Yes.
3 spell points.
So, can we navigate through this without touching anything?
Yes, they are fairly widely spaced. And
And
the size of the tree is the like branches and stuff. The trunk itself is bare and leaves you plenty of room.
so nothing shattered until and unless I actually tried to land on it. So as long as we don't touch them, we may be okay. I am going to scout
Carefully move
to
to
the
here.
north.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't try to
Does
sprint
anything
around.
happen as I fly around up here?
No, it just looks like more of the trees until you reach the edge of the cavern.
Okay. What can What role would it be to tell what the trees are made of? I mean, crystal, but can I sense anything with blind sense? Probably not. It would
No.
take like scent or taste or metallurgy. Okay, so just something crystalline.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to stop right here because I have followed the left wall all the way around, and I'm essentially at the southern exit to the big crystal tree cave, and there is apparently something to the south that can be barely survived. So I would advocate carefully advancing 1 or 2 paladins and seeing what happens.
So we're going to move to the south.
There's 1 paladin. Yeah, we're moving south, which is left wall still. I would normally skip up, but we need something unhappy.
Before we
beyond.
go, can you look for tracks?
Yeah, do I have to change form to do that?
No.
Or can a bat do that? No, I don't have to change, or no, a bat can't.
No, you don't have to change forms to
Oh,
look
yeah.
for tracks.
I forgot to tell you that.
Okay.
Martha checks in the station.
What if any tracks do I see?
February 3rd, which is a Wednesday, and stay through Saturday.
Is that a survival
I work Sunday
roll?
Yeah, that's a survival roll.
or Sunday through Tuesday.
I'm sorry, I had to step away from the keyboard for a second. So if you need me to do something, let me know.
I see 20 worth of tracks. And my connection's been interrupted again, so I don't know how soon you guys will see this.
Yeah, I do not see your roll. It's Harold.
It's a 7 plus 13, so 20.
You're not really seeing much in the way of tracks. You do see some old tracks that looks like maybe some people came down here at some point.
Which should be consistent with, us finding a place where they were camped out, etc.
But nothing particularly new or interesting.
Okay, we're just anticipating combat. We'll change into a panther, which is 1 point, and slowly advance immediately behind Golwyn. I would be happy to cast a false life, but they only last 5 rounds, so...
Do elves in this scenario have infravision?
No, they have what's called low light vision, which means you see twice as far as a human in conditions of dim light.
All right, so this would be pitch black though, without any light, right?
Yeah, without any light, it would still be pitch black, but Lucha does have a light source.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I was just thinking, if I didn't need a light source, I could sneak ahead and kind of look for things.
All right, everybody stop moving.
But I thought
please.
Harold had light on
Stop.
his shield. Okay. Stopped.
It looks like there's stuff on the floor.
Yeah, as you get up into this room, you smell a scent of old decay, and you see piles of bones and junk and bodies on the floor, and in the very center of the room is a large a pile of rock that looks like a stalagmite.
Oh, yeah, the journal mentions stalagmites too, right? Don't remember exactly how.
Stalagmites come up or come down?
G for
Up,
ground. They
out
come
of
up from the ground.
Okay, so they're pointing upward. Do we actually see the old bodies laying around?
Yeah, you can see them. You don't get a real clear look at them, but they're scattered here on the ground.
And that's all I smell is decay and bodies?
Yep.
Huh.
I need to get this thing up here.
Well, I would vote we continuously... Well, Can you... What is the green stuff on the ground?
It's just the ground.
It's just the ground. Carefully look up, carefully look down, carefully look all around.
Go ahead and roll me
Carefully
perception
listen.
checks.
Well, I was going to say, before we
Perception.
start
As-
doing all that, I was going to detect magic in the room.
Good idea. I think I have a
Would-
bonus.
would that
Even
Detect. Jen, would that detect magical creatures?
No.
Okay.
It's not X-ray vision. It's not a free I know where everything is spell.
Well, no, I know that. But if that stalagmite is earth elemental, that is a magical creature by nature. So that's what I was wondering whether that would be detected.
Nope.
Okay, I have no racial modifier to perception in this form, so it's a straight up perception check, which will be plus 13. $29 on all of my perceiving.
Can I get Golwyn and Lucha to also roll, please?
Oh, hold up, that's a 31 because of lightning reaction.
Okay.
Whoops.
All right. So listens gets to go on the surprise round.
Very good.
As a bunch of fine strands come shooting out of the apparent stalagmite and attack you. So I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative. What the hell is it with me and these sixes? I keep rolling 6 on everything. What the hell is its initiative? That would be 11.
6. I'll give up the lightning. I'll dismiss the lightning reaction for plus 4. So my initiative is going to be plus 10. And I no longer have lightning reaction up for the moment.
All right, listens. Go ahead and go.
So what has this thing surprised us, essentially?
Yes.
And can I tell what it is?
You can make an Arcanum roll.
Okay, so Arcanum is going to be a straight up int. So just a d20. I know what 13 of it is.
You have no clue what the heck this is.
Okay, as a free action, I hope, I am going to say, beware, that stalagmite is surprisingly mobile and it is attacking us with things. I don't know what kind of things. And who's actually, are we exactly where our tokens are at the moment?
Yep.
Okay, so I see basically Elendal in the lead. Is that correct?
Yep. It's Crash in front of you, and then Elendal in front of him, and Golwyn next to Elendal.
And Elendal is the closest to the attacking stalagmite, correct?
Yep.
I am going to cast False Life on Elendal for 50 temporary hit points. And start a False Life on Golwyn.
And these,
Each one is 2 actions, correct?
Yep.
each square is 5 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so and then that's it for me. So Elendal has plus 50, and I'm halfway through plus 50 on Golwyn. And I'm done.
All right, I'm feeling beefy.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on it.
It's not your turn. This is the surprise round.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said in order, and then it's okay.
So it goes then.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, a bunch of strands whip out to attack Elendal, Golwyn, and Crash. Elendal, does a touch 19 hit you?
My armor class is 22.
Yeah, what's your
Touch is
touch?
18.
Okay, so that does
Correct.
hit you. And I'm going to need you to make, let's see, hang on. And what's your combat maneuver defense, your CMD?
I'm going to have to find that on here. 7.
That should be your CMB, your combat maneuver bonus. You want the CMD.
2 below on my sheet.
Got it, 22.
Okay. A gigantic maw with huge salivating tongue and teeth opens in the stalagmite. Elendal is roped. You take 9 negative energy damage. And you are pulled forcibly 5 feet closer to its maw. Golwyn is next. What's your touch AC?
13.
Alright, you are also hit. For 14 negative energy. And what's your CMD?
23.
You are roped and pulled forcibly 5 feet closer to its maw. And crash. Does a 24 hit your touch AC?
Oh yeah.
And what's your combat maneuver defense?
16.
Alright. You take 7 negative energy damage. You are pulled 5 foot closer to its gaping maw. And that's the end of the surprise round, so we're back at listens.
Listens, sorry, I'm updating his. Listens finishes casting False Life on Golwyn and also casts False Life on Harold. So everybody in the front, all three, now have an additional 50 temporary hit points, and I'm down to 63 spell points.
Did you guys put your damage on your characters?
Yep.
I marked it in the red circle for me.
Oh, you can just subtract it from your hit points.
Yeah, but then I'd have to add it back in. If you would prefer that, I can do that, yes.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Keeping it because of this is not the first or last time we're going to do this, so keeping it in the red circle actually works as long as we all know that.
Okay, and it's now Lucha's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
You cannot quite see it from where you are. The rock's in the way.
Okay, yeah, and that's what I wasn't sure. Okay, so I'm going to move over to this side of listens. The question that I have for the meta magic feats, can you pour, like, can you meta magic it more than once? So I'm looking to empower the spell.
You can, yeah, you can only use one empower basically on any given spell.
Okay, so I'm going to do Magic Missile on him. That's empowered. That will be... so what is that? 5d4. Plus 15. Oops.
Whoops, this thing was supposed to have...
So I did a total of 24 points of damage to him.
I went through and very carefully set all these up. Okay. And that should be all 3 of your actions?
Yep.
Alright, Golwyn, you're up. The strand entangling you, you cannot move further away from the roper, but you can otherwise move toward it freely. Well, I should say you can, but you'd have to either A, cut the strand, or B, make a successful check against its strength.
Okay. So first I'm gonna put a smite on the stalagmite thing,
Yep.
and then can I attack it by trying to hit the rope things?
You can attack the strand, but it's so thin and whippy that you are not sure that that would do any damage to the actual roper.
I have a request of the entire party, and that is for somebody or everybody to roll Arcanum so we know what this is.
I mean, I'll try.
And then
I'll do my
take a
darndest.
free action and let the rest of us know. Go for the eyes, hack the tentacles, it's vulnerable to cold, something.
29.
Yeah, you're not remembering anything pertinent about this other than it is an aberration.
Aberration, okay.
Well, I can only really hit it, particularly when I walk towards it. But could I get the rope, like, strand off of someone by hitting the strand?
Do you think so?
Okay.
How much damage did Lucha do?
24?
24. And is its hit point bar accurate in that
Yep.
didn't budget? Or
mean,
barely budget?
It barely budgeted.
Okay. That's good to know.
Alright, I'm gonna try to, get the strand around, Elendal.
Roll. That hits. You successfully sever the strand grappling Elendal.
And then, Harold, can you attack from ranged in any way?
Yeah, it's not the best, but yeah.
Okay. I should have, what, 2 actions? Right?
Yep.
At least one. Okay, I'll cast, my modified enchant weapon mod here.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make a caster level check to cast while you're entangled by this thing.
Oh, okay. What do I roll for that?
It's d20 plus half of your paladin level, which in this case would be 2, plus, or sorry, it should be 3, we round up because it starts at 1 at first level. So it would be 3 plus your wisdom modifier.
$22. Is that? That's
And now I have to do some math because if I remember it's like 15 plus.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the strands draining attack causes you to lose focus on your spell.
Okay. That's all I can do.
All right, it is Crash's turn.
I will start, stuff. I'll do a Inspire Courage to give everyone +1 hit and damage and +1 d6 Thunder, and +1 to saves versus Fear and Charm. And then with my final action, can I huck a dagger at him?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I gotta find. Do I have any penalties for being grappled?
No. This is an atypical kind of grapple. And you hit it on the nose. Roll damage.
Five pierce, 2 bludgeon, 1 thunder.
It is not immune to any of those, so you are fine. Alright, more strands whip out, continuing to assault Elendil, Golwyn, and Crash. So touch 20 on Elendil.
does the trick, because
And
my touch is 18.
that'll be a 32 on the grab check. So it grabs a hold of you again. It seems to have several dozen of these strands, so you're not sure how useful severing any one of them is going to be. On Golwyn, I have a touch 25.
That does hit.
And a 31 on the combat maneuver check. So you take 11 negative energy damage.
I'm sorry, how much damage did I take?
You took 13.
13.
Sorry, 15?
13.
13.
13?
And then on Crash, that's going to hit. That's going to succeed. And Crash also takes 13 damage, and all of you are pulled 5 feet closer to it. And Elendil's turn.
Has anybody made an Arcanum check yet?
Everyone
They
has.
did, but they weren't able to learn anything particularly pertinent about it, other than that it's an aberration.
Okay.
All right, I am going to throw an oil of ignition at its gaping maw.
What's the radius on that?
Huh? It's 3d8 plus 10.
No, not the damage. The radius.
Radius? Hold on, let me look. I'm going to have to reference a different page. Hold on. A 10-foot radius burst of fire.
Okay, so that's gonna hit you, Golwyn, and Crash if you hit the roper.
Can I throw? Hold on.
You can throw it to the side if you want to.
That is what I will apparently do. So can I throw it like?
Yeah, you can throw it like over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. So that's what I'll do.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage. And I will roll its reflex save, which is not very good.
Oh, 1.
The roper squalls horribly in pain as it catches on fire. It might be vulnerable to fire.
Well,
All right.
that's good to know.
Is there anything else I can do? This round.
You can move, you can try to make an attack.
What I would like to do.
You can try to sever the thing entangling you.
Well, they're very thin, right?
Yes.
Can I just try and break free from it and move away?
It's thin, but it's incredibly strong. It would probably be easier to sever it than to break from it.
Okay, so how many do I have on me?
Just the one.
And if I sever it, can I then move it all away?
Yes, you can use your last action to move if you successfully sever it.
All right, I am going to try and sever it. And using, of course, my flaming sword.
Yep, roll to hit.
I've really got to... Why am I not finding where to roll on that? Hold on. I'll get it eventually.
It's just an attack roll.
I know, but I need to know my pluses. I thought I had that somewhere on my... There it is. Why is it not rolling for me? Hold on. There it is.
Alright, you successfully hit the strand and sever it.
All right, how far can I move?
You can move your speed. Although I should warn you, you are in range of its bite at this point, and it may get an attack of opportunity on you. Although you can make an acrobatics check and move half your speed and not get the attack of opportunity if you choose.
Right, so I gotta look at my speed.
It should be 30 feet.
All right, if it's
So-
30 feet, I will move.
Am I correctly
15 feet.
inferring that this thing has extended reach, and if we get within 10 feet of it,
Well-
we're...
It's large, so it has the reach appropriate to a large creature.
Okay, which sounds like 10 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm moving 15 feet back this way.
And make the acrobatics check. Oh, so close. Does a 37 hit?
Yep.
It chomps you good as you roll by. You take 36 damage.
Is that through your temp HP yet?
It is now.
Okay.
All right.
That's 8 into
Well.
it.
I no longer have to track how long that lasts.
All right. Listens, it is your turn now.
Listens. Is going to summon a fire elemental. Right. I don't have a token for this, but I'm going to summon a fire elemental right adjacent to the thing on this side of me. And this is the first time I've done this because it's spontaneous casting. The spell says, for a spell point cost, see summon creatures. And I don't actually know where to look for that.
Okay. It's on the, if you go to the wiki, it's under, I'm looking. It's under spells, and on the spells page at the very bottom it says summoned creatures, and there should be one for elemental.
On the, I was looking on temporal spells. Got it.
So basically, I'm assuming you'd be spending 5 points.
Yes, I'll be spending the max.
Alrighty, so basically you just use the information on the 5 line of that table.
So 50 HP, etc., etc. For a fire elemental. And I'm down to 58 spell points.
Can you see the elemental on the map?
The little fire thing to the southeast of the roper?
Yep.
I meant to put it just to the north of the roper.
Well, I made it so that you can move it, so move it where you want it to be.
Okay. I don't know that will prevent anybody from being pulled in, but that's my intent. We'll see how well it works. And I have 1 action left. Can I move with that action?
Yes, you can.
And I can move through people, correct?
Yes, as long as they're friendly.
But if I get within...
not like held or unconscious or otherwise incapacitated.
But if I get within 10 feet of it, it's going to get a free attack on me?
Yeah, it'll get an attack of opportunity if you move within its threatened area.
Okay. Well, I think I'll just sit here then, because my healing ability is worth far more to us at the moment than my offense.
That blue square is its threatened area, basically.
Okay, I'm done. Oh wait, I can start a cure spell on Elendil. It'll be for 10 points. And I'm down to 57. So at the beginning of my next turn, Elendil will get 10 points back. And I'm done.
Alrighty. And it is Lucha's turn. I still don't understand why he
So, from what I saw, it looked like my magic missiles did nothing to them, right?
No, it hurt it. It's just got a lot of hit points.
Use your 200 hit point damage spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to hit it with a magic missile again.
Do you have
And that
anything
should take-
fire-based?
You know what? I was just looking through all my spells. There is nothing in the spell list that's fire-based, so I was going to bring that up with Jenny afterwards.
Yeah, because you're an
Okay.
arcane caster. Fire spells are temporal spells.
There's no such thing as a fireball in this game?
There is if you're a temporal caster.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to hit him again with magic missile. I should be able to get 2 off this round with the quicken spell, correct?
No, because you moved and cast. Oh, with quicken spell, yes.
Yeah. So 26 on the first one. And 29, so a total of 55 damage.
All right.
That's looking better.
And Golden, you're up.
I like it when monsters take damage and you can notice it on their hit point bar.
Yes.
So can I hit it from here, or can it just hit me
No.
from here?
Not unless you have reach. You would have to
Have you seen the chain on that thing he's swinging around there?
Yeah.
It is not a
It
reach
is just
When does
acceptable-
my fire elemental go, Jenny?
on your turn.
Okay.
You know, and that's fire on those tendrils. Would that be burning the tendrils up? Releasing these guys?
Nope.
Okay.
So do I have 2 tendrils on me now?
No, you just have the one.
All right. I'm gonna try and break it.
Okay.
Have I succeeded?
Yep. The tendrils are not terribly robust.
All right. I'm going to use my second action. Try and break the one around Harold. Does a 17 hit? Wait a second. That's a d6. There we go.
A 17 does not hit. Oh, okay.
Well, that
A 32 hits.
Yeah.
And you successfully sever that one as well.
and I'm just gonna move back 10 feet with my last action.
Our paladin's a little bit chicken. Alright, Crash, you are up. Adam, it's your turn!
Alright, I'm gonna. As the digger returns, I'm gonna huck it at him again.
Roll the hit. That hits.
29? What? Oh. Can't roll D $.
I think it would be interesting to see what would happen if you could.
Money range from the
So
heavens.
11 damage. And then the tentacle on me was severed, right?
Yep.
Alright, so. will maintain my song and then just pick up. And I'm good.
The Roper, furious at all this abuse, uses his special ability and attacks everyone. So, 26 touch on Golan.
That hits.
Wow, that was a crappy roll. You take 6 damage.
I think it was a good roll.
And you are stranded again. I'm going to draw a little line here to show that you've got a strand on you. Crash. Yep, that's a hit. Another spectacularly awful roll. And you get a strand attached as well.
Oh, you dodged it! You dodged it! Yes, you did! Oh, yes, you did! You dodged it! You dodged it!
Elendal. Takes 12 negative energy and is caught. Lucha. Does a 21 touch hit you?
Oh yeah, my touch AC is 13.
Chanmer, you weenie. I guess it'll be good for him to grab the Soulstones after this is all done.
Oh yeah, so the big hit comes on the weakest party member.
That's just target prioritization.
And on listens, does a 25 touch hit you?
15, one wild shaped.
And there you go. You are also stranded. And everyone is pulled.
13 damage on me.
Yep. And everyone is pulled 5 feet closer to the Roper.
It did not go after the fire elemental?
Nope.
Okay. Did that... So, what we've been doing for several sessions is, because spells take 2 actions to cast, I've been casting one and then starting another and finishing it with the first action of the next turn. I had a cure going on Elendal. Did that
Yes,
disrupt
you
it?
need to make, if you had a spell in progress, you need to make a concentration check to maintain it, which is it's a caster level check, which is your caster level plus your casting stat.
I have
plus
it
the D20.
written down, actually.
Yep.
So, plus 10. Do I know what I have to beat?
Yeah, it's 15 plus the damage you've taken. So 28.
I have to beat a 28, so I've got to roll an 18.
Yeah.
Well, this will be fun. Roll
Welcome to
D20
Ropers.
plus 10. Look at that.
Nice done.
That's why you ask. So you can exceed it by 1. Okay, thanks.
All right, and it is Elendil's turn.
The fire elemental goes on Listen's turn.
It's not Listen's turn
Yeah,
yet.
but you're 1 before me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
All
at
right,
the bottom
well,
of the batting order.
throw in another oil of ignition. Bazinga.
Its reflex save is a 5. And it goes up like a torch and dies.
Wow. We know to use flame from now on that.
Yeah, I'm down to 1. Gotta buy more
How
of
many
those.
hit points are you down?
I am actually down 20.
Okay, so 2 spell points on you. To cure you. Oh, 20? That's 4 spell points. So I'm to 39. Healing myself is going to take 3. There's 36. Who else is down?
I'm down
Whoops.
14.
Hilarious. So I've taken... Okay. It
I'll
helps
take
when I
care of
take
his.
the... Okay.
You're healed.
I was taking spell points off my hit points. That's not helpful.
So, yeah, Lucha, you're full.
Who else
Yeah.
is down?
I am down 31 hit points.
After your 50 extra?
After the 50 extra fall off.
So you took a total of 81 hit points.
No. Golwyn, temporary hit points are ablative. You don't take real damage when they go away. They just get used up.
Okay.
So even when they go away, you still will not have... Basically, the damage doesn't transfer on you once they go away.
So you took none.
I think I still should have taken the first hit's worth of damage,
Yeah, you should have.
which was 14, so I'm down 14.
Okay.
I'll take care of that.
Very good. While we're here, on the elemental page, I see base attack bonus 3, and then slam plus 6 and spit plus 6. I assume then that the basic attack is would be a plus 9 if it was touch range. And
No, the 6 includes its base attack bonus.
Okay. And what's the range on spit?
30 feet.
Okay, very good.
Oh, sorry. It says it up there in the description. Their spit attack has a range increment of 30 feet, maximum range 150 feet.
Ah, I see that. Okay, thanks.
So if you would have cast him at the beginning.
Well, yeah, but everybody was busy taking tons of damage. So
Things worked out well.
Yeah. Is everybody healed to full?
Yep.
I believe so, yes.
Well, is everybody thinking what I'm thinking? I'm glad there weren't 2 of those.
That we know of.
Right. That was the baby. Here comes Mama.
Yeah, you're
Speaking
lucky.
of baby and mamas, hey, Ellendal, you want to search chamber? You want to
Yep.
find my loot this time?
Chunmer, nicely done from around the corner. You weenie.
So I don't, I'm just going to start rifling through the bodies because I don't think this thing doesn't look like it's set traps. So I'm really not concerned about that.
Roll perception to search.
This might be a good time for detect magic.
Or
I
that.
detected magic. I detected magic ahead of time. If anything was visible, well, I guess if I move further into the room.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll move to here and cast a detect magic.
That's a lot of typing for you found, Mama.
Oh,
Two platinum
nice.
pieces.
Can we divide that up in real time? We can't because it's 2 platinum pieces. Well, maybe we can, if I can remember the denominations.
Why don't you just put 2 platinum in the party fund, 1 gold in the party fund?
1 platinum is 10 gold, 1 gold is 10 silver, and 1 silver is 20 copper. According to this.
Okay. 1 platinum is 10 gold.
Yes.
Say the rest.
1 gold is 10 silver, and 1 silver is 20 copper.
So our 160 silver is actually worth 16 gold,
Yep.
which brings it up to 5.2 platinum.
So we each get effectively 1
10.
platinum.
Yeah, or 1 platinum.
Can we, can we just count it that way? Or do we have to break it up?
You have to
one
break it
person
up.
gets a platinum piece.
You
Right.
have to break it up. I'll take 1 platinum as my share and let the rest of you do math in public.
And just because of the weight, I will also request 1 platinum. Because if I get too much weight on me, then I'm going to be weighed down.
So that's more for the rest of you.
So I will take.
So now you have to do even more math.
So how many silver makes a gold? 10.
10.
Yep.
All right. So I'll take
The
6
remainder.
gold, 6 gold, 40 silver, which would be the same as 10 gold or 1 platinum.
And that means what, Golan and I just get 10 gold?
Yeah, because I believe you guys are both stronger than me.
And then that still leaves us with 120 silver.
And all the copper.
So just figure, what, 120, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 22 silver piece each.
24 silver pieces each.
Yeah.
Told you, math in public is just tough.
And 220 copper.
And 220 copper each.
And can we identify the 3 items?
That's a lucha thing, I think.
That sounds like a job for the wizard.
Yep, it's just sorting out my money thing. Okay, so I've detected that they're magic. It's Arcanum, right?
Yep.
Gee, and what the heck? I'll give you a +2 bonus to that check.
Nice.
Okay. Am I just doing one roll, Jenny, or do I have to do a roll for each one?
Just roll once.
36.
Who all can use the light chain? Can I use light chain?
It's
I can definitely use the light.
It's a medium armor, so it would interfere with your rogue stuff.
All right, so not for me then.
It's pretty good for me.
Yeah,
Especially
pretty
since
good
I
for
keep
both
getting
of us.
it.
What are you wearing now?
It's basically just regular scale armor.
Gotcha.
I don't use weapons, and I've got the only armor I can wear. So it's up to the rest of you. I have no objection to Golan taking the light chain. Does anybody else?
Nope.
Nope.
So Golan's got the light chain, and it's no longer party treasure. Can anybody use the short bow?
Nope.
So that remains party treasure. Can anybody use the Spear of Frost?
I don't think so, but I wouldn't use a spear anyhow.
I would if it were a chain spear.
Good luck with that. So the Spear of Frost remains party treasure as well. To be sold if and when we find some rich person who can buy things. Okay. Well, that seems worth it. I am going to slowly and cautiously prowl the room, looking and scenting for things.
You smell a lot of dead roper. It's dead Burt Roper. It's foul.
Barbecued roper. Okay, I will end up here. And I don't find anything else in the room. And everybody's healed. I've got about enough spell points for one more fight like that. So nobody else is down, correct?
I mean, I'm down a little bit, but
And Chandler's fine because he didn't heal anybody.
Yeah. He's saving his shit for in case he needs it for himself.
Yeah. No, we kind of expect that. I just like
He
giving him
is your
a bad time.
NPC. He is basically a heavy item that you carry around.
Yeah, that is basically it. Okay, then continuing on the left wall and out the south end of the room.
That's
south
not the
entrance
left
of the room?
wall. No, oh wait, no
What's
wait,
the
no,
left
no
wall?
wait, that is the left wall. Yeah. South out the room. You start to hear water, and hey, it's your friend the river. And you can see vaguely from up above there's some light filtering down here. Whenever it finishes loading.
From up above, so there's a hole up above?
Yeah, a very small one at some height.
Okay, let's go to a small. So a normal bat is tiny or diminutive? Never mind. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
We've been saying I'll be a small bat. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
That way it only costs you
As far
two
as I'm
spell points.
concerned, since this is a fantasy universe and animals come in all sizes, you can have, a wolf as big as a house, that sort of thing. I don't care what size the creature is, as long as you pay the cost to be that size. So if
Very
you want to
good.
be a gargantuan bat, go for it. I mean, assuming you can actually become a gargantuan bat. But puppy, it's a puppy. Oh yes, yes, it's a
Okay,
puppy.
and
Yes.
I will start to patrol over the river. You see me moving?
Yep. Just don't get too frisky.
Okay. I'll pausing there. Anything happen?
Nope. As you get down there, you hear very loud rushing noises. The ceiling slopes down dramatically, and basically you can't really go much further than that.
Oh, so the ceiling meets the water about where I am?
A little bit further south of you.
Okay, well, we don't need to go take chances. Coming back along what is functionally the left wall. And that's an exit there, right?
Yep.
So if we wanted
And
to, I'm
you're-
just going to go in.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception check. Oh, shoot. Let me... Wait a second, I gotta look something up. Lightning reaction is... Because that should have been up again at the end of the combat. 1 spell point for 5 hours. So perception will be... plus 15. Is this with... We'll just call it plus 15.
As you enter these caverns, you notice that they smell kind of weirdly musty, and the earth is all disturbed, and there are many holes in the walls that look like this was all dug out by something. Something on the sizable order also.
Huh. Bats don't actually have scent, but
This is it's a powerful enough smell that you could smell it without the actual ability.
is it the dragon?
It doesn't smell like the dragon. I mean, you're not getting
So
that
something
corrosive
else.
smell. Basically, it smells like something's been living down here and pooping a lot.
Well. Okay.
Purple worm.
We're just gonna turn around right there. So you see I'm at the entrance on the other side. And I'm gonna explore north, west a little bit. Stopping there. Going a little bit more northwest. Anything eventful happen?
Nope, just more river in this part.
Okay, I'm gonna explore, I think, all the way. Well, let me just go there. Where does this go? So that's a passage, and that's a passage.
Those passages,
But those are
I know it's hard to tell, they are actually full of water. This is a branch of the stream.
okay. And so there's nothing that anybody can get to except for the passage that runs straight across, and we think that was actually dug out by something poopy. Correct?
Yes. Dug
Okay.
out by something poopy.
I bat back to the rest of the group and explain everything I have just blind sensed, including the fact that the tunnel across is the tunnel we're in. Also dug by something that just dug around and pooped down
this
here a
looks
lot.
more like an opening.
Like a normal kind of cave.
Yeah.
But across feels like something's lair. Should I roll a survival? Or I'll just surmise. So I'll tell the group across from us there's another passage, but it smells to me like something big, and it looks like something big dug it and either lived there or is living there. So what do you want to do? Do you want me to go scout it? Do you want to rope across and see what's in there?
Why don't we just explore the tunnels that are back on this side so we only have to cross the river once?
Yeah, that's what I was
Agreed.
thinking.
I think I will go scout a little, since I'm.
I would say let's check out the one that's the southwest tunnel to start.
I'm gonna go that far, Jenny. Do I blind sense anything within 40 feet unusual?
Nope.
Okay, I'm not gonna go any further all by myself. I'm coming back. So there appears to be a tunnel complex with forks and such. But it also looks like it's dug by something that lives there, maybe.
You guys going down the side tunnel, you rapidly get to the water, the edge of which is right about there. It's hard to see. I realize that the edge of the water, they made everything kind of the same grayish green color in here. But there's like an edge of water, and the water here is much quieter than it was in the river. And you can
just because it's a side passage?
You can sort of hear to the north of you what sounds like a really big chamber.
Like echoing?
Yes.
So you said the water's calmable. Is it something that we could possibly walk or wade through?
Yes.
Flappity flap flap flap.
Yep, we want listens up here to go scout that out.
I've gotten to the entrance to the big chamber, and I see a big chamber. I'm going to wait up here for you guys. Can they wait all the way up to me?
The water rapidly gets deeper. They can swim.
In armor? So where I am, is there there's basically calm water in that entire chamber?
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys want to swim?
About where Ellendal is that I can see right now, is about where it starts to get up to be about chest deep. One thing that you could do is that there are all those racks and ladders and barrels and crap. You guys could make a raft. Well,
you said everything was dry rot, so because that was one.
There's solid pieces that you could use to make a raft. You just have to use fresh rope to tie it together, basically. It's their ties and stuff that are bad.
Okay.
So I'm gonna flappily flap around this chamber a little to see if there's anything worth actually actually doing in here. Let me know when you want me to stop. Okay.
There is actually,
Conti-
in the center, there's what appears to be an island, and there is some light filtering down from up above. It's not very bright. And there's another one of those stone star things that you found earlier that looks like this.
Right. We didn't figure out what that was earlier either, did we?
And
Nope.
also on the let me check here. There's a scattering of coins on the ground here around the star that looked like they were dropped.
Huh. I'm not going to land. I'm simply going to flap back and tell Elendal so that he can lead the way for the rest of us.
Oh,
Elendal,
Looking at the
there's
map,
coins. There's coins up on that island. I have no idea what denomination they are. Using my sonar, they kind of echoed maybe goldish or platinumish, but I'm not sure.
that's great. You know what would really be wonderful? Is if you were to turn into something that could swim and kind of check this place out and see if there's anything we need to really be worried about that
In
we
the
can't
water.
see in the water.
Okay. Let me do that. Actually, before I go provoking things, I'm going to make a full circuit of the whole chamber. Not going down side passages, but following the left wall. So I'm moving slowly. Actually, this looks like it hooks up, so I'm going to go down this passage here. It does. Okay. I'm moving slowly so you can tell me to stop. And also because I'm having to scroll. So, flappity flap flap, exploring the left wall of the chamber. And now on the extreme west end of this is a big cave. Wow. I don't really like I'm to the point where you guys couldn't hear if something leaped out of the water and chomped on me. So we're not going to go down that passage. I'm now northwest of you guys. And probably, I'm not going to count the squares, but I'll bet I'm like 200 feet away.
Give me a second. Stop moving and let me see if I can like manually reveal some of this stuff
Okay.
to make this go a little.
It is my
faster.
intent to make a full circuit of the chamber without going down the side passages necessarily, just to see if there's anything in here that's going to fall on us, crush us, bite us, eat us.
Okay, and that did nothing, so never mind.
Flappity flap flap flap. That looks like a side. No, that's actually an island. A little. So are these little islands, or are they things that connect the ceiling to the? Yeah, they're things that connect the ceiling to the water. Because I can't go in them. Okay, I'm now on my way back towards you guys, having flapped around the whole thing. And I take it you would have said something if I stumbled across anything terribly unusual so far.
Nope. This area is pretty peaceful, apart from just being damp.
Just big open water. Okay, now I'm scouting the island with the starstone in it for lack of a better term. Stupid server
Did you
being
s-
interrupted.
Did you see a passageway up kind of towards the northeast? Because it almost looks like the passage from the room where we fought the Roper connects to this big room.
Yeah, it probably does. Do you want me to go up that passage to see?
Yeah, because it may be closer and shallower to the island. Or if we have
I think
to,
you're probably
haul
right.
a bunch,
Oh,
haul a bunch of stuff.
nope, no passage up there.
Okay.
Or was there? Nope, there's no passage up there. There are passageways out to the northwest, to the west, northwest, and to the south. The one to the south, I think, just goes back to the river.
It looks like it. It's all full of water.
Right. So I'm going to come back to you guys and report my findings. What do you want me to do? You want me to turn into an alligator and swim out to the island, or do all this again?
Yeah. Whatever
the
you're
question is,
comfortable with.
if you turn into an alligator,
You could turn into a really big turtle and let people sit on you. And
well, and that's exactly. Can you turn into something that we can ride on?
You want me to turn into something useful? I can't turn into a large canoe. I've tried. Okay. So if I could turn into a, what's above large?
huge.
Huge. I could turn into a huge alligator, and then how many people could I carry, Jenny?
Well, a large animal can carry basically one person, two in a pinch. A huge one is supposed to be roughly 4 times the size of a large one, so you could carry 4 or 5 people.
So I could carry the entire party,
Yep.
except for Chanmer, who probably doesn't want to be carried anyway. And huge, it's exponential, right? So that's going to cost me 4, or no, just 3.
Yep, just 3.
44. Okay. So, form of a huge alligator. Everybody hop on, and we'll transition.
And if
Rather
he gets
than
really
flappity
hungry,
flap flap.
the halfling goes first.
Now, I don't know whether anybody in this group is gay. I'm just saying we're going to go swishty swish swish over to the island, because that's the sound of an alligator tail. And we're all on the island unless something interrupts us. And I'll be the form of a huge alligator for now.
I'm looking for any issues. Traps, that sort of thing.
Well, you do find
What?
there's a good amount of coin scattered all over the island. You find... And there's that big, weird-looking stone star.
Okay.
Which I will show
I'm going
you.
to examine
I'm going to
it a little closer and see if I can figure out anything more on it. Is that a history or an arcanum check?
How are you examining it?
I'll start by just looking at the symbols and looking at the base and just looking at the physical structure of it.
It looks like it's basically just made out of stone.
Okay, so I'll start examining to see if there's any ruins or anything other than the 5 that we see blatantly. See if there's something that I could possibly see that was maybe eroded away, or whether there's supposed to be something in the middle.
Did the last one detect as magic?
I don't remember.
Oh, heck with it.
You didn't actually get to detect it because there were a bunch of halflings who were looking kind of murderous.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm going to spend 1 spell point on True Seeing.
Yes.
Do I see
powerful teleportation magic?
Powerful teleportation magic, guys. I don't suppose that tells me how to operate it.
No, it is currently inactive or non-operable. But maybe there's something about it that would turn it on.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 GP and 7 silver out of that.
Yep.
How much does that leave if everybody does that?
That will leave 1 gold and 3 silver.
I assume somebody's going to want that.
They're in the party fund. We can divvy it up when we get more coin.
Okay.
That's weird. Why would anybody put a teleportation device here?
It's quite possible it teleports you to the other one near the halflings.
Right, but I mean, this is just kind of a remote thing. Is what I'm saying.
So,
Yeah. What is there about this chamber that is worth teleporting to?
well, and I'm going to detect magic now.
Yep, it's magic. It's powerful teleportation magic. If you want,
And then-
you can roll Arcanum to try to identify it.
What does detect magic do that True Seeing does not, and vice versa?
Oh, he just has actual points in Arcanum. Okay. You are able to divine from looking at this thing and that it has at least 2 possible destinations.
Okay.
But still not how to work it.
Yeah, there's no information how to operate it.
Okay.
One is probably the halflings, the other is probably a lake of eternal fire and damnation. Those
Could be in the pool of water in the
Are
building below these caves.
Are you like touching it at all, or are you just kind of standing back and looking at it?
standing back
Well,
and
I
looking
mean,
at it.
I'll start with standing back and looking at it, getting what I can out of it. If not, then I'll run my hands lightly over to see again if I can feel anything or.
Well, when you touch one of the sections where the symbols are, it lights up. And
So,
it
I'm gonna-
stays lit only briefly. If you basically if you touch any of them, it will glow and it'll stay glowing for a little bit, and then it goes away.
So the rune itself lights up?
Yep.
So we're gonna say that I touched this one here. Golan, go ahead and touch the one right in front of you.
Okay.
Don't. Okay. Tell me which on the big thing of it, which one you're touching.
Oh, I don't know. I closed that
Where's the
panel
big
down.
thing?
Yeah. Okay, so I guess the one that I'd be at is, we'll say the
You're
F.
at the Chinese F, and Golwyn is at
What looks to be a W. Actually, it looks to be a pair of crotchless underwear, but
yeah, the crotchless underwear.
Can I see if is that like carved into the wheel, or is it?
Yes, it is carved in there.
And
I
can
don't know
I?
where you're getting crotchless.
so
There's a
go
Chinese
like go.
F,
I
and
want
on
to.
the top of an eye chart, a very narrow W, a very wide W, and then the whatever that last one is not as easily identified.
I want to take one of the gold coins that was scattered around the thing and drop it into the symbol to see if that serves as touching it. Is that
Nope. Dropping objects on it does not affect it.
okay?
So are you touching the symbol?
I guess I'll just touch it. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
yeah, Golwyn and Lucha both light up their symbols and nothing happens.
I think the obvious is that you light up one symbol by touching it, and then you teleport to wherever that is. The question is, do we want to try that, or would we rather finish exploring
there's only two other points of teleportation. So if I understood this correctly, Golan touched his symbol, then I touched mine. Both of them lit up for a little bit, and then they went away, correct?
Yep.
Does that happen with all the symbols?
Oh, listens, move up to one of the symbols.
Okay. Let me be a. Let me just be a human.
Let's put a rock or something inside the star while we're touching to see if it disappears.
Good point.
But then you might kill Captain Planet.
Better than killing me. That's all I know.
I'm not getting that.
It must be for the younger crowd because I'm not getting it either.
So
No,
we can go the
we
older.
watched.
You might kill Voltron then.
I watched
'Cause, you
Captain
know-
Planet.
Okay, so
We won't be able to
Correct.
summon the if we touch all 5 of the swords, we won't be able to summon Voltron. If there's a rock in
Okay,
the way.
right.
Crash and Elendal, can you each come up to a symbol?
Sure.
So
Who's got what?
I'm at the eye chart E. I've got the eye chart E. Somebody has the narrow W, and somebody has the wide, thick W.
Yeah. I just don't know where Elendal is.
I must be underneath somebody. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't see
Maybe
your
I just
character.
didn't. I didn't move myself. Maybe.
Yeah, you didn't move
There you
yourself
are.
onto the island.
Oh,
Now you're
right.
up there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take
On the
a
counter.
lighted. Hang on, I'm gonna take a lighted rock and put it in the middle there,
Okay.
and count to 3. We all touch the symbol. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, all the symbols light up, and then they all unlight again sometime later.
And the rock just stays there?
Yep.
Well.
It must be Stargate. You got to get the 5 chevrons in the right order.
Yeah.
Chevron one encoded.
Unlike that portal, here we kind of know at least what's on one other side, and that's the halflings, probably. The question is, where does the other one go? I'm all for exploring the rest of the complex and then coming back to this. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking you for sure, me partially, and Golwyn is running low on lay of hands.
No,
That
I have
we-
full hands.
Oh,
I
okay,
can do one more encounter.
okay. I'm just thinking this is kind of a safe spot to camp out.
Seems like it
What
would
time
be.
is it? We got a while. Yeah, unless something comes through. So nothing happened when we put the rock there, right?
Mm-mm.
Well, we could always just build a campfire in the middle, or a bonfire, and then that way, if anything does come through while we're resting.
I don't.
Uh,
We don't have any wood or anything here.
No, that's true. And I'm not sure we want to automatically attack anything coming through.
I mean, we can hightail it back to the place with the little oozes that just blorped around at us.
I don't know. We had a place that was used as a campground not that long ago. I think we should go back there.
Oh, you mean those sap babies?
Yeah,
Okay.
because remember there was several cavities, whatever you want to call it, over there that had a bunch of shit stacked up that looked valuable, and we kind of totally skipped that. And I don't remember there being that many passages that we skipped from there, other than basically the acidic crap up to the north.
Yeah.
That one we intentionally skipped. Everything else just hasn't been on the left wall yet. Okay.
See, and where I was thinking was on the east wall, we had that room that had the chest and it had the ladders and everything else. That was evidently at some point in time used as a campground.
I
I
guess
think
the
I'm gonna-
question is, are we going to camp or are we going to continue to explore?
I would say continue to explore.
Then let's go. Let's go,
Okay.
Turtle Man.
Well, wait a second. Before we leave here, I am going to bat out and see what's down these passages. Because I think if there's nothing, we're probably coming back the way we came. Jenny, you see where I am?
Yeah. I don't know if that's
Okay.
where you still are.
I'm heading out of the big cave to the west,
If I scroll in.
in the southwest passage. Is it all filled with water?
Yes, that one is all full of water, and it leads back to the river.
Okay, let me know when I run out of. So, and I've got ceiling the whole way, and there's the river, correct?
Yep.
So there's nothing down here but river.
Nope, not really.
Okay, so I've connected all the way back up to the river, and in fact, I think I just ran hard into a. No, there it goes. Oh, that's the connection to the server's been interrupted. Okay, so I'm going to turn around, come back the way I came. And do I see any other exits? What is that across from me? It's just a wall? Or is that ground? The green? Oh, connection to server's been interrupted. Let me let things just catch up for a bit. So where I am is I've crossed. I think what I've done is cross over the river, and I'm now seeing green below me, which might be ground.
If you
And
want to
perhaps
cross
a
the river to
passageway?
the south there, that is another tunnel that's got all sorts of loose ground and weird poopy smell and so forth.
Okay. I doubt the weird poopy smell is of tremendous value.
Okay, you
So
guys
is that
have
a
pretty much explored most of
actual
the maps, so give me a second. I'm just going to reveal the maps so that you guys can see it without us having to fight with the dynamic lighting. Dynamic lighting is cool and stuff, but when it starts getting bogged down like this, I don't think it's quite worth it. So give me just a second to
Okay.
fix this here.
Very good.
See if it'll update.
Nice. So that's a lot of... That didn't reveal the whole map. Was it
Yeah, I don't
supposed
see
to?
any change.
Well, my connection's got interrupted, so let me give it a bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just seeing this chamber.
I had more of the river revealed, but not everything.
There we go. Now I see everything.
There we go. There's a lot of stuff on this map. Thank you. Oh yeah, we have mapped a lot of this. We're seeing a lot of this. So where do you guys want to go?
I want to go back
On the
up
edge of this
to...
map to the extreme southwest. Oh, there's a blockage there. Never mind. We just haven't been there. Do you guys see on the south edge of the map the excavated poopy tunnels? You see there's a central chamber with blobs in it. Is that something we want to explore, or do you want to just leave it alone? If there's a poopy beaver or a poopy...
Okay, so there's two areas of this map to the north that we haven't explored that I'd kind of like to explore. Number one, it looks like...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So it looks like where the...
I think I faded out.
The halfling camp
I can hear you
is.
fine, Dad.
There is a passageway on the other side of the river.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that's one place that I'd like to explore. And then also at the very top center, the very north center, we started to go up there and we found something that was accurate. I'd like to explore more in there. I just don't know how.
Okay. And at the very south edge of the map, in all of the kind of excavated poopy trails, I think I see what might be a lair. But there's no way for you guys to get to it without crossing the river.
We can get to it. We got to go all the way back around through the halflings and the woodwoe, and then we can approach it from the west.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I see that. Jenny, I can't tell by smell what that might be that did all the excavating.
Nope. Whatever it is does not have poop that distinctive.
Okay. Okay, so let's leave that until we come all the way back around. Yeah, that's one of those things where I think we just missed it because we didn't do left wall. So where do you want to go from here?
Thinking if, let's see, hang on, I gotta scroll up the map. So if we come back to here, where we fought the roper, and then go north, but go the direct north path, not the northeast path.
You see the big pit with what looks like a log across it? Have we been there?
No. And that's what I'm saying is if we come down, I don't know how, let's see, how do I draw a line? Freehand. So if we come down like this, like that, up into whatever room this is, check that out, and then go up into this room here.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I need to be a giant or a huge crocodile again, which I'm going to do for the duration of the trip across the cavern, unless we want to try just using the teleporter. That would save me a total of 5 spell points.
But we don't know where it teleports to.
How far across the water is it?
I think we know one location. It looks to me like, I don't know, 50 feet? Between 50 and 100 without counting. Let me just spend the...
Oh no, the world imploded. We're dead.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, I like your plan. Does everybody else concur?
Sure.
That looks to be one of the few places we haven't been yet.
Oh, could I just like cast Heavy Haul and just pick Elendal up, activate the Boots of Water Walking, and carry him across?
Yeah, that's fine.
One man ferry. Here we go.
All right.
And since I'm already a small bat, I'll just stay a small bat.
I will basically ferry Elendal, Golwyn, and Lucha across.
Thank you very much.
And just keep that in mind. It's the power of looking so damn good carrying you across the water.
Does anybody see my token?
You are halfway across the river, far to the west.
Oh, that's where I left myself, of course.
Almost over toward the Woodwoe area.
Okay. Coming back.
Chomner's still taking pictures of the roper.
I kind of want to just go see what the lair is to the south as a bat, just to see whether it's worth us even
Okay.
messing with it.
I got our answer for that once we're done exploring. I just had to get some clarification. So what are these boxes here to the west?
It's really just junk.
Okay.
Okay. So, nothing. We'll do a brief search of this room. There's nothing in here.
No, it looks like the things on the wall, it looks like they might have been used as barricades at one point in the past, possibly against the roper.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Continuing northward.
Oops.
And I'm going to stop about right here, maybe 50 feet short of that pit. Actually, let me go to where I can blind sense the whole thing. Okay, blind sensing the whole thing. Is it what it looks like?
It is
A
a
pit
pit
with
with
a-
a log across it. The
Okay.
bottom is exceptionally deep, about 200 feet down.
Okay.
Does the log look steady
No.
and stable?
No, it does not. You will need some skill to get across. If you wish to
Or
walk
we could
on the
just
log.
go around.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Let's just demonstrate to ourselves and everybody else that we are smarter than a shaky log and go around.
That room is full of some trees that look like they were hacked down.
Yeah,
Just
we've been in
stumps.
this room before, I thought.
Nope.
No, you're thinking of another
No.
room, I think.
Yeah.
So nothing else in this room. Does anybody have... I can't change into anything that can survive in acid that I can think of. No natural animal just swims in acid. So I'm not sure how to explore that
Well,
northernmost room.
maybe like a tube worm. But they don't really move much.
No, you're thinking of those giant tube worms at the bottom of the
Yeah, that
ocean, that kind of
that
thing.
are in
Right,
volcanic vents and stuff.
right.
Well, if we want to get close to it, I can put resist acid on someone, and it's only resist 5. So you'll see how far you can get before it's too damaging, and probably be good if it was someone sneaky or stealthy.
And we have to breathe. When we got close,
Yeah,
it wasn't
I
just...
can't. Are you thinking I can hide from the acid, or
In case there's something in the room,
Right.
like the dragon.
I see what you're saying?
Because the thing is I don't know how much damage that shit's gonna do to you. So the resist 5 is only gonna hold so much.
Well, I can put false life on you, but that burns quite a bit of spell points. So where you see the northernmost edge of the map, right below David North, Devon Knight, Flux, etc. If you go straight south from there, maybe like southeast, there's kind of an X where the passageways meet. Is that acidic right there, or are we short of the acid there?
Here?
Yes, there.
That is short of the acid.
Okay, why don't we gather there and problem solve?
Basically, from what you guys have seen, you saw that there was an edge right about there, and there's another one right about there. From what you explored.
Okay. And where's the edge in the... Have we explored that? Oh, that other passageway is where the sharp dagger stalactites came raining down on us.
Yep.
So we haven't dorked around in there. To get technical.
So who wants to get the resist and kind of stealth up there a little bit?
Well, the question is, can we see into that room?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You from where you're standing, you can pretty much see that there's what looks like a few mushrooms in there, maybe.
There's no light source in the room itself.
Nope.
Okay.
The
So that kind of
mushrooms.
takes stealth out.
So I'm going to take like a baseball-sized rock, cast light on it, and I'm trying to remember what the spell launch. I can launch something. It's got to be less than 5 pounds, up to 500 feet. So from where I'm standing, whoops.
You could just throw it. It's not that far.
Well, I mean, where I want to throw it to is 70 feet in.
I mean,
But
like,
Mom, the magic cool kids use launch.
Yeah.
I could throw that far.
I'm an old man and I can throw that far.
But that's where I want it to go.
Okay.
Okay, you throw a rock. You throw a lit rock in there, and yeah, there are basically huge numbers of fungi growing on every surface in this room, and they appear to be putting out this cloud of toxic spores. It's quite apparent. There's just a haze in the air.
I'm sure there's some magic items in there, Elendal.
I'm sure there probably are.
My fire elemental lasts 5 rounds and could probably do a number on these spores. I assume fire elementals would be immune to whatever we're talking about.
Yes.
And does a fire elemental... I know if you summon them, they fight on your side.
Yeah, it can't
Well,
talk.
But will it obey commands like go mush all those mushrooms?
Yeah, if you want it to, it'll go in there and set everything on fire.
Okay, so that's an option. It's going to cost me... Actually, it doesn't have to cost me 5. It could cost me 1 spell point and be a tiny fire elemental and just go do that. Right?
Yeah. If there's nothing in the room, it'll be able to just run around and do it.
Yep.
Yeah. 10 hit point fire elemental. Let's do that. I'm going to summon a 10 hit point fire elemental for 1 spell point.
Is
And
fire
have it
elemental
go-
the only choice that you have?
No, you
No,
can
I've
do
got
other types of elementals.
Yeah. I can do fire, earth, water, brick, spam, air. I was joking, but now I want to summon a spam elemental.
You know what spam? You know what spam stands for, don't you?
Yeah, something processed meat.
No, it's some pretty awful meat.
No, there was actually a bona fide acronym when it was first made.
Yeah. No, what I'm
Okay.
thinking is air elemental. If they can destroy all of these fungi and then blow all of the, the noxious stuff out of the way,
Blow it where?
down to where all the
Yeah, into the spiky chamber.
to the west side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
I don't
do that.
have air elementals. I have thunder elementals.
How about we just leave it alone?
But there might be loot.
There might be loot.
It-
Yeah. Well, I don't. What are you smoking, Adam? There might
If
be
one,
loot.
if one spell point summons a tiny air elemental, is it going to be able to?
I'll tell you, the only elemental that's probably going to be able to do much damage in there is going to be the fire elemental.
Okay. So one spell point. I'll summon the small fire elemental and have it go about its business, cleaning as much of the of all of the mushrooms out of there in 5 rounds as it can. Does it get the whole chamber?
Does it explode?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oof,
That would
we all
probably
take
good.
10d10 fire damage.
Excellent. In less than a minute, there's no oxygen left anywhere in the entire complex.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Well,
for
we
the
know there's a
billowing
lot of
smoke
air
to
in
come
here.
down the corridors. Yeah.
Course. Good lord.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
around the corner. Do I get a bonus?
I'm a bat. I'd probably
Um,
take a minus.
I'll give you a +2.
Reflex.
Yep.
Of course.
So that's plus 11.
Simon, we hear you.
What?
We hear you kind of singing to yourself or whatever you're doing.
He found the Bo Peep website.
Bo Peep?
Well, Harold's the only one who fails.
Yep, the guy that knew it was coming, hiding around the corner, gets screwed.
Everyone who
That's
failed
good.
takes 32 fire damage. The rest of you take 16.
Oh my goodness.
Unless they
Well,
have
now we
evasion.
Now we don't have to worry about wandering around looking for more encounters. By the time I heal this, I'll be completely out.
I'll heal myself.
Oh, come the fuck on.
Oh my god, this is funny.
Well, I also gained 6, so I guess I'm...
But on the plus side, although it smells quite burnt, the air is no longer foul.
Okay,
Don't I take
so
no damage? I've got evasion. A successful reflex
Yes.
saving throw against an attack. Yeah, so I'm good.
I took 15, which is going to take me. I took 16, right?
Yes.
I'll heal myself up to 54, so that's 3 spell points. Who else took? Harold, you healed yourself.
Yep.
Elendal took none. Lucha took
16.
16. So I heal you back 15. So there's another 3 spell points. And who else? Golwyn. There's another 3. Oh, that wasn't terrible.
I'm fine. I healed myself.
Okay. So that didn't actually cost that much. I've got enough for another encounter if we need. And we can now go explore the room with impunity, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's full of burnt X mushrooms.
Okay, so I'm going to get to here and do a detect magic.
There's nothing. It's just a bunch of toxic mushrooms.
It would have been a little bit hilarious if there was the burnt remains of the world's most fragile and valuable diamonds.
No,
okay,
I could
You
just,
find what looks like the remains of a wish scroll.
yeah. Well,
And
that's
several-
exactly what I was thinking about.
And several stat tomes.
Yeah.
All right.
There's the spell book that I've been after. Just poof.
Pretty much.
Okay, so there was really nothing in there except for toxic mushrooms.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay. Totally worth it. Where do you want to go now, guys? Oh, I see Harold all the way. Yep.
We
We only
to
have 6 left to go.
stealth back across that.
Yeah,
We
or
could storm the beaches here.
I'm still. Yeah, we could actually. We'd
Well,
have to.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Is if we come to here, we can actually see what's going on in their little fortress area, and we are safe from them, trying to mad rush us or whatever, because they'd have to come through that river.
So I can go. Let me go like halfway across the river and blind sense. What do I see on the shore with blind sense?
You see a very disorderly and poorly put together camp that looks like it was just thrown together from rough hides draped over base wooden poles. It doesn't look like any group of halflings you've ever run across. Halflings are generally quite civilized and wealthy and have a large family, so...
You guys mind if
okay.
we do that 5-minute bio break and stuff?
Well, we're pretty much running up at the end of the session here, so I mean, we might as well.
Yeah, we are. Do you want to quit right here and then debate what to do about halflings and the woes next time?
That sounds good to me.
Or we
Okay.
could debate it through the email process so that
Or
we
actually,
can start running.
is anybody unhappy with resting right here to recover points? This seems like a pretty defensible position. We've scouted
Yeah.
everything to the north, and there's just river to the south.
Well,
That
we
works
still
for me.
need to look at the baby Jello area.
We
Yeah,
did.
they're not. They're not.
Those were
terrib-
crystal trees. The only thing that we have left to explore in this, if I remember correctly now, is that passageway to the south. And
Yeah,
if we
over here.
rest,
Over here where I'm pinging. There was a bunch of supplies and stuff, from what I remember, in all these chambers that were stacked up.
It's a garden. It's just gardening tools and so forth.
Oh, okay.
So why don't we rest in the in the little alcove where we all are at the moment, and then call it a night, and then we can be back to
Yeah.
full spell points next time.
yep.
Okie doke.
And just so you guys know, I figured out a way that once we're done this section, I can teleport us all back to the very beginning, and then we can go down that side passage. So we don't have to
Oh,
wander
really?
through anything, we don't have to worry about crossing the river, etc.
That would be great.
Yep. But I need to rest.
Okay, and then the druid doesn't have to do everything.
Yep. Yeah, I can start teleporting people around.
That'd
I had to
be
get a
great.
clarification on that, so.
Okay, Very
Okay.
good. So call it a night here, and we'll come back rested next session. And next session is going to be Thursday at the same bet time, same bet channel, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Correct.
Very good. Jenny,
Okay.
thanks so much for running. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hey.
Awesome.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Alrighty. Well, that was it for us tonight. If you stopped by, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.